Hey Scorpio, thank you for all of your love and support. I hope you feel all of my love and support back. See little flaky poo back there? I have dog treats near. Hi little. You say hi to everybody? She's like, where my snacks at, lady? All right, so Scorpio, let's get into you. What's going on with you? This reading is all about you. Forget who you're dealing with. This is all about Scorpio, God Angels Universe. Now, I don't want you to expose Scorpio's secrets or make Scorpio feel too uncomfortable, but let's get down to the nitty gritty and let's talk about what Scorpio's going through, possibly what Scorpio has to look forward to, and anything else that you guys would love to include. I love you. Thank you so much for all of your blessings. Amen. Oh, child, I saw the sun card. Here goes the sun. Bam. All right. Judgment and the sun. Scorpio, are you judging the sun from behind 9 wands? Ooh, here comes employment or some sort of profitable message. Ooh, 7 of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options. You're going to be a little bit emotional, maybe not too clear about next steps forward. There's the world with her taped. The sun and the world are taped so we don't show the nookies. Okay, 5 of Swords, escapism. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so right out the gate, right off the bat, I feel like you are in a situation where you've already made your judgment. You've already made the call. It's like, listen, this shit is not going to work. Or I'm not staying at this job, or I think I'm just going to go ahead and just do me going forward, right? The judgment to me almost feels like you setting the tone for what's to come, okay? Now, from a cosmic angelic standpoint, it's like, all right, enough is enough. It's time to shift. It's time to move. It's time to morph. Look, it's time to shift. It's time to move. It's time to morph. And let's get it going. See the snacks? These are the snacks right here. So she's wanting the snacks. She's an opportunist. Okay, but back to you. So I kind of feel like for you guys, judgment from a universal standpoint is like, okay, we have all the information. So now what? The Sun card is like, okay, so something's supposed to clear up, clear out, clear away. Or is it? Right? The 9 of Wands is almost like action where you can't proceed, you can't act, you feel stunted, you feel stalled. But here comes a profitable message to possibly to help clear up some confusion, to finally close something out so you can finally walk away from something where you might have been delaying, resistant, or reluctant to leave something behind. But the universe is basically saying to you, listen, as soon as you close out this chapter, here comes some new opportunity. Okay? Sorry, cross-watcher. Catch me in the next one. This reading is all about Scorpio. Ooh. Yeah, I did say Scorpio. Ooh. Scorpio. Ooh. Look at this. The 10 of Cups when the sun. Are you freaking kidding me? Now I have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is all about independence and security and stability, and especially financially or materialistically, right? Especially energetically, right? Because physical humans in the 3D, in this reality, is physical versions of, there she is again, physical versions of energy, okay? Snowy, I got to get this reading out. Yeah, you can have the whole bag. Mm-hmm. Prayer is about to be answered. Any sort of healing, not necessarily healing, something you asked for, you're about to receive. Ooh, the devil is in the details, is what I heard. King of Cups, that's you, Scorpio. That's you, Scorpio. Is that the 5 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles with the 5 of Swords? But Pentacles. You see all of these luscious, illustrious pentacles. We have the Ace and the 10, which is all of the numbers, completion. I feel like for a lot of you, it's almost like you're wanting Either you need money, you need something substantial. See, I got the treat in my hand. You need something substantial. You need proof. You need confirmation. You need a reality check, right? And I'm not talking reality check as in, oh, Alex is predicting and saying it's going to happen. You need a Emerald Lagasse, a blam. Here it is right in front of you. So a lot of you are needing physical proof that you're going to be able to get behind, get over, get around something that you've been dragging your feet about. Okay, I hope that makes sense. My angels just said reality check. Scorpio no longer is interested in what you're thinking or what you're feeling or what your intuition is saying. You want some physical, everyday, good old-fashioned 3D proof. I said proof. Ooh, the Fool, a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. The Hermit, this is double Mercury, right? The Hermit is Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. The Fool card, sorry, that's Aquarius. For me as a reader, I know some other people it's Virgo as well. But I do kind of feel like for a lot of you, you're wanting to take a leap of faith. You're thinking about taking a leap of faith. You're overthinking about taking a leap of faith. And the universe is like, well, damn it, when you gonna leap? Oh, Knight of Cups, Four of Cups. Another 5, the 5 of Swords. So I have the 5 of Swords here twice. Oh, so what I just heard, this is Gemini, which is Mercury again. What I just heard with this double 5 of Swords is, it to me kind of feels like you got one more try to give. It's like, let me get it, let me try it again. Or I'm going to wait about 5 more minutes for such and such to show up. Or I'm going to wait about 5 more days for such and such to call or to reach out. Come on, Flaky Poo. Get down, Mom. Okay? Yeah. You can't have that. That's trash. Okay, Papa? All right. So, 6 of Pentacles. Notice you got all these pentacles. Pentacle in your outcome. So that kind of says to me, Scorpio, that in the end, right? Whatever we started with, whatever we're judging, whatever we're trying to gauge, it kind of feels like in the end, it will conclude justly, or it will conclude with things being in balance. It will conclude equally, if that makes sense. I love that. So this kind of feels like you're leaving your comfort zone, right? You're the bird, right, in the nest, and you're about to try out your wings for the first time or second time or 19th time. But angels just said to me, each time always feels like the first time. And that's a good or bad thing, right? The first time is in renewal and liberation and carefreeness. And yeah, I could do it. I could go anywhere. I could do anything. I could be anybody. Okay. But the newness also comes with the unknown. Oh shit, is it going to work? I don't know. What should I do? Okay. Now, the 9 of Wands is a card of perseverance. The 9 of Wands is like, listen. I was tired. I'm burnt out. I've been fighting all these years. I've been fighting. I've been trying. And I can't seem to get it right. Sorry. And the 5 of Cups represents past disappointment, right? Not just past disappointment, but focusing on that past disappointment. So for a lot of you, perhaps, you know how they say your neck needs to be on swivel, your head needs to be on swivel. If you are focusing on what was, what has been, what fucked up, what ain't work, what broke down, what went away, you need an about face, right? You need to switch over and start looking forward instead of looking through the filter of what has already been. Oh, I like that message. Because the 5 of Cups represents 3-2, right? 3 down, 2 up. The majority is down. That's what I'm focusing on, right? And anything that's left over, I'm not really focusing on that right now. I'm just focusing on how we got here. And angels are saying that's good for a time, but especially, where are you, Magician? But especially when you start to manifest, here, no, that's the Fool. Did I see? I thought I saw the Magician. Okay, I'm feeling Magician energy. And the Magician is also a Mercury card as well. So that's odd because I thought I saw the Magician, but I feel that Magician energy as in the newness, the manifestation, the shape-shifting, the starting over, the entering the unknown. You really, really, really should be focusing on what it is you want. And you are wanting something substantial. You're wanting something valuable. You're wanting something big. Okay? Angels just said you got fives there though. Okay, I have the Five of Swords twice. I have the Five of Pentacles. And I have the Five of Cups. The only five that's not here, which I'm okay with, is the Five of Wands. Okay, so I kind of feel like absolutely you're going through some sort of transition or change. And angels are saying you could still be fresh out of coming out of something where you haven't yet focused on or even thinking about what's next, what's new, what's coming up. But the universe is now kind of getting to you by the way and saying, listen, we understand you're coming out of something, but before you take that first step forward into your future, make damn sure you know where you want to go in your future. I hope that makes sense. King of Cups, the World, King of Cups, and the Lovers. That's soulmate energy. That's connection. And I do have the Queen of Pentacles here, so that's my divine partnership. So especially for those of you who are in love, whether you're in something committed, you're single, you're in a situationship, you want to, your energy is on your heart. Let's say that. Anybody whose energy is focused on their heart right now, okay? The universe is saying, figure out what it is you want, figure out where it is you want to go. My angels also reminded me again, excuse me, that pentacles represent tangibility, okay? Real life, in person, in physical reality. So this is kind of saying to me, and that's what judgment is. Judgment is, here's all the information. Now we have to take all this information and make a decision, come to a conclusion, and then make a decision going forward. So the Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles, the tangibility is, listen, now that you're here in the decision-making position and you're about to wrap something up, again, when we talk about going forward, 10 of Cups, Sun card, Hermit, whenever you're keeping to yourself and you're by yourself and you're meditating and you're self-reflecting and you're soul-searching, make sure a part of that process has everything to do with where you're going from here. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I got a lot of cups and a lot of pentacles, right? We got cup, cup, sword, sword, pentacle, 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 cup, majors, cup, cup, pentacle, wand. Wow, not a lot of wands on the table, right? Because angels are saying you haven't acted yet, right? You haven't made a move. You're not even in a mindset to make a move because it still feels like you are still processing out something that just happened to you. And that something that just happened to you could have been anything. It could have been, you know, you are leaving a job, or you're moving, or you're trying to figure out, you know, your career changing. It's some sort of shape shifting where the universe is now like, hey, figure it out. Where are we going next? What's the next physical manifestation that you want us to bring in? Yeah, my angels are saying for some of you, you're completing out some sort of ascension. I don't like the word ascension, but feels like you're completing out some sort of evolutionary growth, right? So in other words, you just completed the 3rd grade and now you're about to enter into the 4th grade, and the universe is saying, hey, the 4th grade is what you're going to make it. The 4th grade, you can manifest what your 4th grade experience is going to be like. Know what that is. Put that on your brain. Don't focus on, well, shit, 3rd grade was hard. Had to learn my multiplication. Then they fucking introduced division. What the fuck was that? Right? Like, in other words, be careful not to dwell too much on the past because the future is a knocking. I love that. I love that. This placement here, the Seven of Cups with the Devil and the Five of Swords, that to me kind of says stay grounded, right? Seven of Cups is wishful thinking, right? Being in a fantasy world, you know, kind of having your rose-colored glasses on. And sometimes the devil is in the details. Sometimes the devil sits in your confusion. Sometimes the devil sits in your indecision. Sometimes, and all the time, does the devil sit in action, by the way. Think about the Wheel of Fortune turning, right? Planets going around the sun. You know what I mean? No planet ever stops at a rest stop and be like, "Whoo, child, ooh, I've been going around the sun for 5 billion years. I need a break." Not, no planet ever does that. And angels are saying, when it comes to you, Scorpio, be careful, because you should not be doing that either. Everything has to be kept in motion. Energy constantly moves. Okay, so sword, sword, sword. That's your head, that's your mind, that's communication, that's information. Be careful that, because we have Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. I really want to say with this placement here, shake it off. I didn't even know. I feel like some of y'all needed to hear that. Some of y'all need to do that. Like, shake it off. It was only a phase. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know who that's going to resonate with, but the universe is like, shake it off. It was only a phase. Get going on the next phase. Get to figuring out what the next phase is going to look like. And you keep hearing me repeat that. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Because the universe is listening. Judgment is the universe saying, all right, well, you done with that one. Where we going from here? Okay. The judgment is a revelation. Holy shit, life is short. Things are changing. Nothing's remaining the same. I better get going or get gone. Whatever that means to you. Angel said that's going to resonate with someone, right? But in the end, make time for what really matters to you. Make time for what's valuable to you, Scorpio. And you know who's valuable to you? You. Okay? Okay. All right. I feel like also the universe is kind of tapping you on the shoulder and saying you got the star in the very middle, and is basically saying, you all right? You good? Like, you know, oh yeah, I know third grade was really hard, but you okay? You need a drink as you continue to go to the fourth grade? Make sure that you are replenishing yourself with whatever that means. Again, Nine of Wands with the Five of Cups. A lot of you could have gone through that Mercurian bullshit of disappointment. The bottom kept falling out. When the bottom wasn't falling out, the rug was being pulled from up under you, right? It just felt like a cycle of challenge after challenge after challenge. And the universe is like, shake it off, because the next one is not going to be challenging. It could be challenging if you don't successfully shake off whatever happened in the previous challenge. And I'm going to leave it there. Personal readings are still open, along with a couple of other appointments. If you are interested, click the link. But again, Scorpio, I didn't really have an intention when doing this reading, but I knew I wanted to focus on you versus people you're dealing with. And a lot of the times, especially in personal readings, people call and they want to know about this person and that person, and what's this going to do, and what's that one going to do, and what's up with this one over here. And Spirit sometimes wants to focus on you, because you are always the common denominator in your whole entire life. So however you deal with your kids, your boss, your mom, your sister, your besties, you are the source common denominator energy. And all those relationships are going to be dependent on the source, which is you. And speaking of source, we're all just little pieces of energetic sources. Okay. So the Knight of Swords to me kind of says, real quick, because it came in last, shotgun message. Be careful about, again, information communication. This too is Gemini, another Mercurian card. So angels are saying for a lot of you, the sign in your Mercury position in your zodiac chart is going to be key on how you approach this next chapter. If you have a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, in your Mercury position in your zodiac chart, then your next phase could be about healing or love or opening your heart. If you have a fire sign in your Mercury position, it could be about, saying it and meaning it, and better communication and better action, better forward movement, being more passionate, being more intentional, being more driven. Earth signs in the Mercury position is, listen, I need to stop being in my head so much, and I need to pay attention to physical proof and what people say, not, what I think they're saying, or, I need to, kind of be more mindful and pay attention to the physical reality more than my mental or emotional reality. That's a big message too. And then last but not least, if you have air in your Mercury position, Mercury, Virgo, Gemini. Gemini is air, Virgo is earth. Air in your Mercury position has everything to do with communication and information, and the transfer of communication and information, which is what the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini for me, is representing. So kind of a plethora of messages, for different phases of your life, different personalities, different characteristics of Scorpio, which there are 1,002 billion. That's not a number, but it could be. But so it kind of feels like the universe is wanting you to look at the entire world of you, and then somehow or another figuring out how you gonna fit this entire world into this next small chapter of your evolution. Scorpio, I hope this made sense. Maybe it wasn't for lower vibrating, maybe it wasn't for earthbound Scorpios, but I feel like it's going to resonate with different levels of Scorpio. And if it does, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you. Bye.